Hello, this is Gail Fry, and this is Module 1, ADL 856. I am currently a third grade teacher at Isley Elementary in Wichita, Kansas. I have taught both first and third grade for the past 10 years. Prior to becoming a teacher, I was a social worker for over 18 years. And the reason that I decided to become a teacher was because I had my kids and I was a para at their school and was encouraged to do that. And so I went ahead and got my teaching degree and then my master's after that. So I've been doing that for 10 years. My pride and joy is my family. I've been married for 24 years and I have two boys. Tanner is 21 and lives in St. Louis. He graduated from Friends University with a degree in zoo science and works at the St. Louis Aquarium. And Colby is 19 and he works at Integra Technologies in Wichita. I also have two fur babies. That is Finn, who's the black and white dog, and Casey, who is my little blonde dog. They're both rescues. Running is my hobby, my therapy, and a huge part of my life. I've ran 16 marathons and just completed my first ultra marathon last summer. I just got back the other day from Columbia, Missouri, running a half with the Go Girl Run community. That was hot, but lots of fun. And the reason I do that is because I think without it, I'd probably be crazy. So it just provides me with a lot of outlet. And it's good physical activity too. So on to my content questions. Forms of communication that I use for work are my district email, my dojo email, my tiny URL class website, and the school phone. All the forms of communication that I use for professional communication are free. The district email and phone are provided for me. Dojo is free, but I signed up for it. And the tiny URL is also free, but you have to access it. This is a site that I created my class newsletter on, and I send it to all my parents with weekly updates. And I did this last year because I was virtual all year. So I needed something that was virtual to get to parents since I didn't have access to students every day as far as being in person. There are no tools for communication that I wish I could use that I haven't used. Introductions. Reading the articles helped me to understand how important introductions are and really how that first impression can really build on relationships. I think there are some things this next year as a teacher that I can do to add to my initial introduction to parents and students to help build relationships with my students and their families. As a building leader, I would like to explain why I chose to become a leader, what led me to decide to change from a classroom teacher to a leader. And I think a video introduction would be great to share with staff. If I was just starting out, I could share some photos of my family and maybe some of my hobbies and just different things. This would be helpful in staff seeing me as a person first and foremost, and then as a leader. District rules for communication. When communicating with parents, I do not use my personal phone or email. And this is not necessarily a district policy, but a personal policy of mine and most of the teachers I work with. We do not want to cross the line of work and personal life. I do not communicate or participate with my colleagues or parents on Facebook. And I've chosen to do this because I have seen this turn into issues that violate teaching ethics. This communication can be accessed by others and shared with others, and I'm not comfortable with that, so I choose not to participate in that. I do use district email, dojo, and phone calls. All of these work well, and I've found that email through dojo is the quickest way to communicate with parents. I also have a class website, which I just started this past year, which I talked about before because I taught virtual all year. And I use it to share class subjects, what we are doing each week, as well as upcoming events. I also share new spelling words each week, and it has all the students listed in a little bio about me. Correlation. Students understand and demonstrate the capacity to communicate through oral, written, and digital means within the larger organizational, community, and political context when advocating for the needs of their school and community. In this assignment, we explored different ways of communicating with stakeholders and different ways to introduce yourself as a leader. The assignment helped me to understand the importance of communicating and how important an introduction can be. It gives people a glimpse into who you are versus what you do, and that is very important when forming relationships, especially as a leader. The assignment was relevant because as a future leader, communication is the key to forming relationships with staff and students and having a successful school. It improved my understanding of promoting community engagement because without communication, engagement is not possible. Open communication is the key to getting others involved and letting them know who you are and what you are about. I think this assignment helped me realize the importance of communication. I already have thought about improvements I can make next year to introduce myself in a better way to students and parents. It made me stop and think how I can let people know about me as a person rather than just what I do. And that concludes my presentation. Thank you so much.